Aurora's first day in Australia, and she's on day one of forced mandatory 14-day quarantine. And she's still asleep. That's it, girl. Just sleep through it. 14 days isn't very long.
Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today is our first day in quarantine here at the Brisbane Marriott on Queen Street. Today, because it's our first day, this is pretty much going to be an admin day. You alright? Coming in? It's pretty much going to be an admin day today, settling in, finding out what the food is like, putting things away, and making sure that this little one's okay. We've heard lots of mixed reviews about what quarantine is like, some positive, some negative. To be honest, we're just really happy that we actually got a flight here in the first place because of all the bumping that I know we've had and everyone else has been having trying to get to Australia in the first place. And Brisbane itself, getting into Queensland at the moment is really, really tricky with only 25 people allowed on a plane. So we have no idea what to expect. We've got an open mind. Everything seems to be really positive at the moment, especially with all of our check-in procedure and everything. But we've got a lot of work to do, just even unpacking at the moment. So, see you in a bit.
Breakfast time. First meal. Ooh. No one in the corridor. Wonder what we've got. Jazzy, jazzy. Even got Samantha's fake allergy because she can't stand beans or chickpeas. What have we got? Boiled eggs, tomato, bacon, hash browns, sausage, roast chicken salad with quinoa. Ooh, it's so posh. I feel so privileged. Quinoa.
So this is breakfast number one. Not really excited because I've heard horrible things about all of the breakfasts and the food in general, but we shall see what we've got. So let's go with the main bit. Breakfast today is hard-boiled eggs, hash browns, a couple of sausages, a couple of bits of bacon, and tomato with like some complimentary flaky basil. It's like the hardest thing ever. Was that ever fresh? I don't know. I think so, but it's food. It'll do. Would have preferred scrambled, but I understand the logistical problems. Yogurt and a pot of fruit, and we've also got an apple as well. And then to drink wise, you get teas and coffees with your room, so got a coffee there, some chucky milk, and the waters came with the room. We didn't get any additional water, so hoping we get some for lunch, but we shall see. Now the funniest thing with all of this, obviously eating out of all of the disposable plates and things, but cutlery wise, this is all we got, like a plastic knife and a spoon. Like, what do they think? We're gonna attack some kind of Australian policeman with the cutlery that they provide us and try and escape? So luckily, you know, that was my plan anyway. Got the old camping metal cutlery. I would definitely recommend bringing some cutlery. Maybe even some plates if you want to eat off of a plate, but then you've got to wash it up really. But the cutlery situation, I'll tell you what, if I didn't have this cutlery, just eating with that and a spoon is ridiculous. So on the whole, not too bad. We shall see. I can't imagine it tastes too bad, but breakfast number one. Bon appetit. actually not too bad. It was warm. The eggs were like absolutely roasting hot. It's like they've been cooked in lava. But to be honest, it's warm. It's meat. Doesn't taste too bad. I think they've done a really good job. Although I'm a bit concerned considering like Aurora's got exactly the same meal, so I don't think she's ever really tried a fried breakfast when we've kind of cooked for her. So I don't exactly know how much of it she's going to eat. So with that in mind, I'm going to save the yogurt for her so she can kind of like get extra yogurt today. She can have one sort of now and maybe one for dinner if they don't give her anything else, just in case she doesn't necessarily eat all of this. I'll eat the fruit. She's going to have her own fruit. She'll be fine with that. But considering we were concerned that the provision for babies, toddlers or whatever, I'm sure if we asked we might get something a little bit more baby orientated, and we might do that if it keeps coming back as just exactly the same as us and she's not eating it. But we did bring our own food for her just in case, like we've got, you know, all of her milks, and she's got some mashed potato-y powders, things and stuff that we can just add water that we used to feed her when she was much littler. It's not ideal for 2 weeks, but by the same token, you can't get out and get what you need for her. Most of the time she does eat what we eat anyway, but like cereals and milk and things like that, I'm sure they'll have it. 14 days of fried breakfast, that might be an absolute dream for some people, but for me, I don't know, I think that's going to be just a bit too much. So I'll save some of these bits for her. She's going to love chalky milk. I'll finish eating off the rest, and I'll see you in a bit.
Hello, princess. You awake now? How's your new bed? Hmm? You want some breakfast? Yes? Are you hungry, girl? You gonna have a look out the window today? And have some nice playing time? Yeah, it looks a bit different to home, doesn't it? This is our view. Welcome to Brisbane. I'm a lot more appreciative than some of the poor buggers in Sydney that I know have had a brick wall to stare at for 2 weeks. At least I got a little playmate.
Oh, it's like Christmas! Woohoo!
Lunchtime! What we got? What we got? Chicken and quinoa?
Got some wine in there.
I wish. Maybe a beer. Oh, it's got the dressing on it. Someone's going to be happy.
Crisps. Sandwich, probably for her. Cheese and crackers.
Oh, she's going to be happy.
Alright.
Cheese and crackers for you. Yeah. Someone wants some cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers. Ah! What else we got?
Got apple juice, some fruit and some water.
Nice. Sweet. That'll do. I mean, doesn't look too bad.
No.
Sim worse. Quinoa's in there. Just Mamp's going to have to get over a love of sauce on everything. I mean, it's not overly powered. Like, it's not that too much. It'll be alright. Cheese and crackers! Oh, cheese and crackers on the go. And they claim to be tasty. Everyone loves a modest cheese and cracker.
He's going to taste them as well at the same time.
Yeah. With our
Daddy's
seat
got yours.
that hasn't got a tray. Fantastic. Some updates
from this morning. They do actually do proper cutleries. I thought so, like, who just gives out a fork and a spoon for breakfast for 3 people to eat their breakfast? It's ridiculous. Chicken salad, I'll go on that in a sec. But this is the thing that's rocking my mind, like crisps. So, pink pack of crisps, what do you think it would be? Right. Who does pink in salt and vinegar? That's prawn cocktail. Like, why? Why? Yeah, that's the man. Green, what do you reckon that is? Chicken, apparently. And then we've got some posh crisps. So I think that then he's gonna get. You can have chicken. You can have chicken. Yes. We'll eat your crackers first. And then I've got honey soy chicken. And then sandwich wise, someone will be happy again because it looks like chicken and cheese. They might save that for dinner, just in case the dinner option for her turns out to be crazy rubbish. Alright. I think one of the concerns that we had coming into this, where's my fork? On the floor. No, not my, I met one. So I think one of the concerns that we had coming into this was like people were complaining about how much vegetable and stuff they had in their food. And yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly the most kind of veggie person, but when you're stuck and you can't choose exactly what you want to eat, like, I suppose it's a thing that you want to have as much vegetable as possible. If you have one of these salads every day, you're definitely going to get, I think, your fruit and veg quota combined with all the fruit and stuff that they give you as well. So, who puts like cauliflower and broccoli in a salad? Like, it's either cold or it's hot. What is? They're literally just cramming it all in, and then around the bottom, quinoa and rice, because you know they must have known we were from England and lived near Henley, so quinoa. But give it a go. She's nearly done with our crackers. Wondering where all the cheese is. You've eaten it all, you pig.
She's looking underneath.
No, that's all gone. You're a pig. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not. Alright. Right. Bon appetit. So I think this one's done with lunch. I'm gonna let her out. This chicken salad is pretty decent. Like, don't want it necessarily every day. Bit of variation perhaps, but every few days. It's on the menu.
Mommy.
Okay. Not too much sauce. You can see how it would go crazy if they went too much sauce though. We're gonna let her out. See what else we can do in this room, trapped on our own. I'll see you in a bit. So tidying done now. Ish. Quick tour of the room. Aurora's bedroom, complete with teddies that we got from Qatar Airways. There's the window. There's the view, pretty decent view. I mean, the other side looks down towards the river, which I suppose could be nicer, but if there's not a lot going on, at least this side, the city side, I think stuff's going on. So at least there's a little bit to look at. Aurora's already spent some time staring at the cars down by the crossroads. Got a high chair. I think it's an IKEA one, but it's just missing the tray, which is a bit annoying. Nice big bed. It's pretty decent actually last night, although to be fair, as long as I could sleep anywhere, I think I would have been happy. Storage space is a bit of an issue. There's not necessarily loads. We've got a fridge underneath here, and that just kind of seems to have all the leftover bits from the meals and things that we haven't eaten yet. All of Aurora's clothes. It's where all the coffee things were actually. Then we've moved it down. Snacks and coffees. We brought with us literally about 30 of these, just in case the coffee was a bit naff. Storage wise,
Again, not loads, but then I think these rooms weren't necessarily designed to house people for 2 weeks at a time. Towel situation, they kind of come, I think, and change the. They don't change it. They give you new towels and new bed linen, I think, on day 8. So halfway through, you get new set of towels. And then bathroom. Bit annoying that we haven't got a bath, but you just have to be kind of super careful with Aurora. Brought a washing up tub from home just so that we don't have to keep doing washing up in the sink. Pretty decent. Aurora's towel, at least she's got her own kind of towel. But yeah, that is the room. So some other things that we've noticed on the welcome pack. Apparently the Queensland government provides $16.50 a day for washing. So the hotel charge is 5 items for $15. So in theory we could get most of our stuff washed. I mean, I don't really plan on wearing loads while I'm in here. It's not like I'm going to get all dressed up or anything like that. It's going to be shorts and t-shirt every day. So I can't imagine there's going to be too much washing that needs to be done. We did bring some kind of like travel wash, and we've got the tub. If we were going to do anything by hand, there's like a washing line and things you can dry stuff. But I didn't know that they had extra washing facilities, so we might use it in a few days and just check it out, see what that's like. Give us something to do. It can give us something to do either way, whether we have to do the washing ourselves or not. Oh yeah, lovely big TV. My advice as well would be bring an HDMI cable or something like that. So if you've got laptops and things, you can at least plug it in and watch them on a bit of a bigger TV rather than having to watch it on your laptop. I'm not sure if it's a smart TV. I don't think it is. So if you've got, you know, phones or any devices like that, I don't think you can just stream it directly to that. You might have to use like a plug-in, like an Apple TV or Chromecast or something like that, and then you've got to figure out how to make it work. So HDMI cable, if you've got a laptop, I say, is probably the easiest one. But otherwise, pretty decent. Nigga baby! Look at her, just run off. But otherwise, pretty happy with the room situation. You can always want a bigger, better room with more stuff and more space. The only thing that really is a bit of a drama for us is not having a bath for Aurora. But you know, we'll just have to hose her down with a shower head and just be really careful about the slippery floor. They did provide us with a non-slip mat, so at least they're trying. But a room with a bath would have been a bit better. But other than that, pretty happy with the room. We've booked in our first fresh air break this afternoon. We've just been told that that's going to be around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so just before dinner. Be able to take her outside, show you what it's like a bit outside. It's by the pool. We're not allowed to go in the pool, so yeah, horrible for us. So one of the biggest concerns that we had when we're coming into quarantine was whether or not we'd be able to create an environment where Aurora would be able to have a nap in the middle of the day. So we've managed to shut all of the blinds, keep some of the lights on. It's still pretty dark in here, but she's still managed to fall asleep, which is fantastic. So hopefully we can keep this up, and it isn't just a really, really tired type of thing, because she does really, really need her nap in the middle of the day still. She can fight through it. She did when we were on the plane, but she just ends up being a really cranky baby, and for 2 weeks that really isn't sustainable unless we can keep her asleep. So I'm really happy with that, and let's hope it can continue. So just had a nap, Aurora's had a nap. Body still thinks it's God knows what time. Gonna go out now, outside on our allocated break. Got to stick the mask back on. See how the little girl is outside. Should be fun. that is your time up. How was it, little girl? How was it for you? Your 15-minute walk. Yeah, did you have fun? Yeah? And then one more lap and then we go in. Take your time though, drag your heels. So back in off our mini break outside. Felt like an absolute holiday for 15 minutes. It's a bit weird at this particular hotel. I was expecting to kind of go to some outside courtyard thing, but you're just kind of on a balcony bit by a pool. To be honest, it's nice to actually just chat to some people. I thought we were going to be down there on our own, just sort of marching around this pool. But there's a few people down there. Coppers are friendly enough, and yeah, it's just nice to see someone else rather than being stuck indoors. Although I love, you know, spending time with my daughter and my wife and my family, but yeah, I can see why after 10, 12, 13, 14 days, it's just nice to see another face, even though it's behind a mask. So one good thing about the internet here, I've managed to plug it in using the connector cable. Got a LAN port. So let's run the speed test and see how quick the internet is around here. Looks pretty decent. I don't think I've ever ran it this fast in the UK, but then I never paid for posh man's internet. Yeah. Makes me wish I didn't have an Xbox. Oh, sorry, makes me wish I did have an Xbox. Look at that. Imagine if I did. But instead, we'll have to deal with something else. And instead, we got Frozen. Disney Plus will have to do. Dinner time. Dinner time. Oh. Obligatory nose. No, come back in, you. Bloody big naked baby. It's my dinner, you've already had yours. Frozen. So, I'll rip it. They have a menu for today. We have mixed vegetable soup with curry, which I assume is what this is. Just looks like mash. I don't know what kind of soup that is. And then we've got a tandoori salmon. Feels heavy. Ooh. Whoa. There's a lot of food there. Served with a roasted mushroom.
Is that one person?
Yeah, there's one person.
Wow.
And a kichadi. Don't know what kichadi is. That looks decent. Don't want to spill that. And then strawberry mousse cake. Oh, that's what this is, eh? With a berry coulis and strawberry. Looks posh. Decent. But no, there's the soup. So this must be for Aurora.
Ah.
So that's what $35 gets for Aurora. With a couple of bits of bread.
Okay.
So that's a bit naff. We should have just said you were an adult and got you like the proper food. Which we can always do and turn around and say.
Don't spill that on the bed.
And then there's the soup. Look at that. So one thing you just noticed, like actually when we sat down, is there's no drinks, like, which is a bit pants, because if you've already drunk all of the drinks from the earlier sessions or the earlier meals, like, which there wasn't loads of drinks in there necessarily, like you're just basically drinking tap water again. But it is what it is, and I'm telling you now, if Aurora's meals keep coming out as just mashed veg for $35 a day, I think we'll be telling them that she wants to eat the
regular food again, and we'll just try her on that. And let's face it, if she doesn't eat it, she'll eat some of it. If she doesn't, then I'll eat it, and that's fine. So, end of day 1, all finished now. What are your thoughts?
I like the room. It's a good sized room. Food's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
You know, you get lots of fruit and vegetables and meat and all your proteins. And
I think that was one of the concerns, wasn't it, beforehand? Like the food, the quality of the food, whether it would be decent. You've seen around on lots of places where people have been in quarantine, and lots of the snacks, they just kind of seem to be, well, just kind of all the meals just seem to be snacks, and then the actual food that they're trying to cook for you just seems a bit like, meh. Is this Aurora?
this one's had enough for today.
Yeah, you ready for bath and bed? What was your favourite bit about today, if you can have a favourite bit of quarantine day 1?
Having a rest while she was asleep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really... Again, with a 16-month-old who is very, very active, just knowing that she can have a little bit of a nap and that being unsettled isn't really affecting her too much. I mean, after her walk today, she just wanted to kind of go out again. And
she's now taken my hand and taken me to the door and saying out, which she never used to do. So she knows she can go out, which now makes the whole thing quite hard.
yeah, a little bit more challenging. Just, oh, there you go. Hello. Yeah. But to be honest, quarantine isn't a nice thing. It's not great. In an ideal world, we wouldn't be here, but we understand why we have to. And if it ends up being sort of 13 more days like today, then it's definitely doable. I really feel sorry for those people that aren't or haven't been put in a place that is at least as nice as ours. I'm sure there are probably nicer. But it just kind of is what it is. We're going to end the video there. Please, if you've ever been in quarantine or you have done something similar to this, let us know in the comments below. How was your experience? Did you do it with a nutter like this thing? Did you do it with a nutter like that? How did you do it on your own? Did you do it with your family? What was it like? Tell us in the comments below. Oh, she's possessed. She's actually possessed. If you like the video, drop us a like. If you want to check out some of our other videos, please do. And if this channel is something that you're really into, then give us a subscribe. We really appreciate it. There's going to be plenty more videos. We're going to do more about our quarantine journey. We're going to do more about our new life in Australia. So stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.